Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 9 Tales O Drunkness. We're back in Butt City Central, chillin' and wrecking fools. Yes, indeed. I don't know if you guys remember, I was about to say I don't know if you guys remember the last video, but I should actually more say, for those of you who don't remember the last video, we actually endured a pretty intense fight down here, at the front entrance of our base. There was a lot of raiders. There are only like 4 bodies out here right now, so it doesn't really look like it was all that serious. But it was actually pretty bad. There were a lot of dudes. Luckily for us, in fact, I had to resort to a previous save even. But lucky for us and good old me, we were able to get some improvised turrets down the second time and make the fight a hell of a lot easier for us. In fact, they were all like stationed right up here, while we were down here, and slowly Donger and his sniper rifle and this one turret wailed them down until they ended up fleeing the big ol' suckers, or whatever. So basically what we're doing right now is we're continuing with the same goal that we had in the last one, which is twofold. We're trying to get our comms console finished because we really desperately need some method of communicating. Because we have so much stuff to sell, number one, but then also beyond that, there's a lot of resources that we're lacking. Basically, it would just make everything a hell of a lot better for us. Then, other than that, we actually kind of have 3 objectives. We have the orbital trade beacon, communications, all that setup. Then we've got the death corridor, because that's gonna make us super secure in the future. And last but not least, probably want to set up a stockpile zone in here, so we could actually start making our base a hell of a lot, much more pretty and stylish looking, seeing as there's really, like, kind of chunks sitting around all over the place, so I would love to get rid of that. In fact, we could go ahead and check our beauty meter and see the sheer amount of negatives that are in pretty much all the rooms. Oh, we've even got a 150. Is that a human corpse? No, that's a monkey corpse. Okay, so it would be good to get rid of that. Vomit is a minus 40. There's vomit all over the place in this room. How is this? Okay, so it's just got minus 37 for that blood on the floor. That's not that bad. Chunks in there, but there's gonna be all chunks all over the place in that room no matter what. Basically, probably also gonna want to do a lot of cleaning work in the future. But right now our main worry is getting all those chunks out, because that's an unnecessary huge amount of, like, negatives and stuff like that in regards to the beauty of a lovely little place right here. So we've got a bunch of travelers coming by. It doesn't really matter for us. Those big old ding-dongs can just go about chilling, doing whatever they want to do. Are these improvised turrets turned off? I honestly can't really tell. Wow, Carl moves super fast. He is the world's fastest man. And we are getting some medicine going, so that is super good for us. Oh god, I need to change this. Okay, so these are only going to be chunks for now. We'll probably want to change what goes into there later, adding things like, why am I blanking? Cloth and stuff like that. Basically things that we would use at the tailor's bench or, any of our other structures as well. Although, now that I think about it, most of the construction stuff, I imagine, takes the stones. So it makes the most sense that we would just keep all the stones in there as well. Or here. That works fine as well. We'll add a door between those rooms before too long. So then, oh god, Avast, get out of here. I don't want your nonsense. I apologize for all of that. At least it didn't send any messages. I don't know if I actually finally remembered to turn this setting off, but I don't remember ever telling not Audacity, Avast, basically telling Avast to shut its trap. Because I know before, when I would do videos, every now and then Avast would come in and be like, "Whoa! I did not mean to do that." That is not what Avast would say. That's me being really shocked that I did something bad. But I remember that Avast would come in every now and then and be like, "Hey, Dingleberry, how you liking me chilling here?" What the fudge? Why did it do that? Come on, game. I swear I'm, like, just creating a line, not deleting a whole section. Delete zone and just do it straight up. What the fudge? What is it doing? Obey me, game! You are being, honestly, quite annoying right now. Because I want to make the pathways. The pathways are what makes those places look so cool. Delete zone. Just bring it down like this. Okay. Works so far. Maybe you can't separate zones anymore? That would be so annoying. Like, let's test it like this. If we delete all that, then it's the same. If we delete that, it deletes all of it. Oh, why would you make that change, Tynan? Ah, that is really frustrating. Because then we can't make walkways. I mean, we still can. The problem is now we have to make individualized stockpile zones for that. That is a really, really frustrating change, and I really don't like that. Why the hell would you do that, Tynan? I'm so mad now. Okay, well, looks like this. Luckily, these stockpile zones aren't going to take all that much work because they're basically just stockpile zone and then make that rocks only, basically for all of these. So it's just gonna be a little bit of a frustration, not really all that bad. So let's create another one right there, and then final one going right there, and then we just need to make sure that all these are actually... Oh, but that's so many things that I need to ixnay. It used to be so easy. Whatever. Whatever. That doesn't matter. Just something that we... A little bit extra work we have to do, but that's perfectly a-okay. So then... After this job is done, I think we're going to go ahead and start, manually constructing buildings. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. Because, we definitely want to get our comms console up super quick. Or the comms console is right there. We need communications. That's basically all I'm trying to say here. So everyone stop their jobs and go work on this. We're actually getting really close to locking that place out. So, probably would be a good idea to start selling those so we can actually open up that space. It's gonna be a little bit scary now, though, because now I'm going to really want to work on the outer wall. How much metal do we have? We do have a little bit of compacted steel. Oh, we are severely running out. That's like barely over 50. Yeah, because that's 40, 50, so that's 62 in total. That sucks. We are running severely low on resources. So that probably means that we should go ahead and start mining once again. So let's start down here because I think this should probably be a pretty good zone for it. Maybe that won't have very much in there. But if I was to let you guess, probably gonna start mining in, and then there'll be a hell of a lot more than what we can see inside that mountainside. Or better yet, might as well just start with this one right here, since this clearly already since this is a little bit closer. Yeah, that's actually totally closer. So then, it's Carl's birthday. Happy birthday to him. Oh, chronologically, he's 55, so he only slept in cryosleep for 6 years. That's kind of weird. Do also have a solar eclipse. Not really gonna be a problem for us. Solar eclipses aren't really that big of an issue. Oh, shoot! We are officially running out of power, though. Oh, okay, so that improvised turret has finally been turned off. Here, so let's actually grab Donger and have him prioritize turning that power off. Because we need power. We want to own the power. Oh, shoot, even our coolers are starting to run low. But with those things down, those two things, because our improvised turrets were definitely what was taking most of the energy. Ooh, we're still actually losing every now and then. Connection? Okay, it's going up to 300 occasionally. But it's only storing 2 right now. Okay. That's interesting. Because I honestly thought these things would produce a, like a set amount of energy rather than dynamically changing. But apparently it is dynamically changing. So that kind of sucks because it looks like we're probably not really going to gain power. We were at 3. Oh god, now we're at 1 stored. Okay, that tells me we need to keep on expanding, which is a little bit annoying, but you know, it needs to happen. The worst part about all this is that, of course, as you guys know, we don't really have compacted steel. We don't really have materials here to start spending. So that's all the more reason why we need to work on this down here. So let's select all of that. Hopefully our hopefully our miners will get set on all that before too long. Let's start cleaning these rooms so these rooms will look nicer. Plus, I actually should also work on more individualized beds. That's a sandstone bed, but we don't have a sandstone blocks yet. Okay. Carl, how much food do we have in there? Only 2? Man, we are actually running a bit low on food. And it's not refrigerated? Oh my god, how? This is still 10 degrees Celsius. How are the rooms still so hot? Okay, well, let's bring it down to 12 Celsius. Hopefully they'll lower that room enough. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe not. Yes, so maybe no. I totally messed that up. Okay, whatever. Once Donger wakes up, we'll have him continue working on the, actually, no, we need we need Cacataeus, because Cacataeus, I believe, is our crafter, because we need to get more granite, so we can actually go ahead and build the rest of that. Which means, have we worked on granite? Those are granite blocks, right? Oh, yeah, never mind. Well, what happened with Cacataeus? Uh-oh. Cacataeus is binging on alcohol. Well, that's a fun time for Cacataeus. You know what? Cacataeus deserves to be a little bit of a drunk every now and then. We'll let Cacataeus drink his or her sorrows away. I mean, I get it. We'll let Cacataeus drink hers, because the character is a female. Oh no, Cacataeus is broken. That's so sad. Was Cacataeus really in that bad of a situation? No, his thoughts were pretty high. So I guess Cacataeus is just a drunk. Oh my god, mouse, what was I doing? I wasn't clicking and dragging there. Mouse, like, grew a mind of its own. So that means, of course, we might want to start limiting the amount of booze that we make, but how could we do that? You know? How could we ever limit the amount of booze? Oh, I just realized the problem here. I want to create a walkway going down, but can't really do that, because then it's going to delete half of the stockpile zone. But hopefully Tynan will swap that back. Because I mean, you guys can understand why that's an annoying change. Because I just want to create walkways. I want to create nice, simple places for people to walk through without being slowed down by, obtrusive, like, items and stuff like that, without being blocked. So, ah, nice! Cacataeus is no longer binging on alcohol. That's good for us. Cacataeus is hammered, though. That's pretty good. We should probably put a stop to that before too long. So, you know, and then now that we actually have had someone go cuckoo bananas, let's go ahead and decrease the amount of alcohol we get. 25 was probably, like, way too much. So, you know what? Let's go to 10. Because that'll be good for us for, like, twofold reasons. Number one, that means less people will... they'll be drunk less times, and then they'll also spend less money and resources on alcohol. This should not have medicine. Or not Zeragium medicine, so let's go ahead and change that. It's manufactured, right? Yeah, medicine... No herbal medicine, and I want to make sure that this stockpile zone has no... Okay, that one doesn't have herbal medicine either. This should be the only place with herbal medicine, because otherwise it's going to actually... Yeah, it's not refrigerated. Then it's gonna wear away. Actually, it does have a huge lasting period. But still, I don't want to risk that or anything, so we'll go ahead and ignore that. Cacataeus, please go ahead and work on this. I would much rather have you work on that than growing, because we actually do have plenty of food right now. More food than we need. So that would be very, very good for us to... Here, actually, Cacataeus, you could go ahead and work on selling that. Because then, this job will be all the easier. And now this room is actually outside, which is probably actually a negative. Yeah, because it's a lot warmer. But it didn't have a cooler anyway, so it's not like it was going to change things very much. Alright. Now, we're finally going to be able to start getting bodies out of here. So that's going to be nice for us. There are bodies, like, littered all over the map that I would love to get rid of. Especially these guys chilling in our base, these weird skeleton dudes. Weird skeleton dudes and dudettes. Ooh, Cacataeus, thank you for doing more of that stuff. I would rather have the ones that are actually inside of our base dealt with first. Kind of a little bit of an unnecessary task, but I understand. Oh god, now we've got a cobra inside! Get out! I don't want none of your evil snakiness chilling inside here. Possessing our people with evil parcel tongue speech. I saw Gaza kill your friends, rah! That's my best impression of Parcel Tongue. Pretty bad? Yeah, I believe it. So let's actually create, stop that geothermal generator from being created. Geothermal generator, because I feel like I said it in a weird way. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick it in a stew. Because I actually totally forgot that apparently we never created this steam geyser. Honestly, I'm really surprised. I thought for sure we got that thing started, but apparently not. So, we do have more steel. And like I mentioned before, it's relatively close, which is nice. That's silver ore, too, in case we ever want to mine out extra silver. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. There's so much more in my pee. It's a new version, you know. Written by the official, original songwriters. Kind of hard to believe because, you know, you would think that they'd be more fond of the original, but not at all, not at all. They really like the P version a lot. It really, I mean, because he's a snowman after all, you know? It's supposed to symbolize, peeing in snow, like everyone does. I mean, really, who doesn't pee in snow nowadays? It's just kind of a standard thing that people do. Why did I make these out of wood? These should be made out of stone. That makes so much more sense. This one's already made out of wood. But, okay. Well then, I guess we'll just keep them out of wood, and they'll probably get destroyed by fire in the future. So you know what, when they get destroyed, we'll change them. Kind of a really dumb way to handle our situation, but you know what, maybe I'm just a really dumb man, so suck it, you know? That's just the way things are gonna be. That's just the way things have to be, my friends. So then, let's create a nice bit of granite going along there. Might as well get extra granite tiling there too. Is this granite? Looks like I did limestone. No, it is granite. Okay, cool. So that'll be good. More wood set up all around the place, so we'll be able to go ahead and use that. These are all conduit walls. Probably don't need to be conduit walls. And that actually is a lot of steel. So let's actually go ahead and cancel from here upwards, and we'll end up replacing those with regular wood walls because I think that's a much more intelligent way to go ahead and go about this whole procedure. So that'll go up along there. These ones can be canceled too then, along with these, and then hopefully that process. Oh, what have I done? I select the. God damn it. Damn it, Dale! You selected the wrong thing again. I just put conduit walls back. Sometimes I forget that there are two different columns down here, like a big old dummy. Obviously, there are two different columns. Otherwise, how would you select one being conduit and one being regular? Like, super, super silly. I am the silly man, here with a silly plan. So, I think it would be a really, really good idea to go ahead and finish off the rest of those walls. Did we ever get our comms console finished? No, we have not. So, Dunger's gonna eat, which is unfortunate. There's 2 meals in there, buddy. Why didn't you eat one of those? Stop being so silly. Then we'll let him go ahead and do his... What is his social stat? 5! Oh, no wonder we haven't been able to recruit anyone. Dunger is useless in that regards. I love you, Dunger. But you're so bad. I love the Donger's glove. It is so bad. And then actually, Donger, before you get more rest, we're actually going to go ahead, grab more minerals for the comms console. We just need a bit more steel. Just a little bit more. It's not gonna take all that much work. We've also got 4 food in there, so that's really, really good. Oh, Donger! I love you. Stay good and true and continue mining your way to glory. Let's actually go ahead and get rid of that. He didn't get sleep. Shouldn't he be tired? No, it's not that tired. So once he heads back, we'll actually go ahead and have him. Oh, there we go. Up, 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 up. Working Donger style. We'll have him go ahead and grab some of those steel minerals, and he will go ahead and finish off that comms console. The orbital trade beacon, is almost completed. That is glorious. So let's actually get Kakatias, and she'll finish off on that. We haven't had a battle or anything coming up in a while, which obviously means that a battle is going to start right now, and I'm going to hate myself. But, you know, that's just the way of the world. Once enemies arrive, I will do my best Well, actually, here. First, I should say, once enemies arrive, we've got to really hope that they're not going to attack immediately, because I would really, really love for the death corridor to get finished. But if they do arrive, and attack immediately, then what we're going to do is we're going to close off, and they don't attack immediately, I mean, we'll go ahead and close off the bottom first, because that's a bit more important right now. Death corridor can unfortunately wait, just because it's going to take quite a bit of time. But then again, we've got 3 meals in there. No! Okay, they're going to prepare for a while and attack, though. And it is tribes people once again. So honestly, I do have faith. Oh, there's so many of them. I do have faith that as long as we close off the bottom of our base, and of course they spawned at the bottom. Of course, that is so bad. Okay, Donger, you need to work. Kakateus, you need to work as well. Build those and build them. What are you doing? Oh, the only steel is down there? That is the worst. That is the worst thing. Literally the worst. Okay. Well, this sucks. Because honestly, what that means... Oh, so much of the steel is missing. Okay. This is awful. This is absolutely awful. Because what that means is we cancel all of this. And we replace it with regular wooden walls. Because we need to finish this, and we need to finish it now. So then... Kakateus and Donger will get started on this. Build! What are you doing, Donger? I understand you're hungry, but you need to eat. Kakateus, you're gonna eat too? No, you're not! Work! Work! Oh my god, I hate characters in this game so much! Why do other like, when I understand that they're not construction 1, so let's go ahead and change them to construction 1. Because of course they're just not gonna work at all. But I hate that when they're not construction 1 and you tell them to do something, they can be overridden by another job. If you tell someone to do a job, then that should become a #1 priority until that job is accomplished. That's at least my mindset with this whole thing, but you know, probably just a silly old guy, so let's actually go ahead and set Carl to construction 1 as well. Oh, shoot, I actually didn't select Kakateus for 1. I did select Carl for it before. Because, Carl, you do not need to work on that. You're going to work on the walls. Really, Kakateus, I would love it if you would actually work on the walls from the inside, not the outside. Work on the wall! Work on the freaking wall! Oh my god, now she needs to eat. I hate everything! I hate everything so much. Okay. Please continue working on these, Carl. I hate you so much. You can eat later. Just work. Work on the job at hand. Our turrets are gonna be useless because they're good. Oh, of course, they're beginning the assault now. Okay, well, hopefully, first off, we need to actually turn this thing on. We never turned this one off, apparently. Yep. Never turned it off. Well then, Carl, you need to go ahead and turn that thing on, my good sir. So hopefully you'll do a good job of that. That means we should turn off... Oh no, they're gonna need to be designated to be turned off. Well, hopefully we'll have enough power for both of those things to run. Carl will go right there. No. Carl will go up here, and we'll get Donger out there. He'll turn on that one. Kakateus, you could go ahead and turn off that one as well, so let's get both of them. You toggle that power. Carl, you toggle that power. Boom. Is that toggled? I can't tell. Wait. Toggle. You didn't toggle it! You didn't do the job I told you to! Just like everyone else in this game. Tell them to do something, and they're like, no, I think I won't do that, if you don't mind. Okay, so toggle that power. That thing should turn on momentarily. In the meantime, then, Donger, you could go ahead and get into action and go to that position. Meanwhile, these two need to go out here, and we hope and pray that the enemies will come to us from over here. Which, actually, no, it totally looks like they're doing that. So that's actually really, really good. That's fantastic. Let's then actually get Donger to that position. I think that would be a better spot. And he's actually getting ready to shoot our enemies, so then these two can be undrafted, and they'll come in the fight if they're actually needed. In the meantime, actually, though, we should continue turning off more and more pieces of power. Those things are going to occupy a lot of power, and they're not needed to be on right now. Comms console has no reason to be on right now, so Cactus can go ahead and turn that off. Prioritize toggling power. Carl, you could toggle power on that. Oh man, we really need both of those turrets going, but we might be able to get those on in quick enough time. Of course, though, this fight will have to wait for the next video. So anyways, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all in the next one. See you guys!